So let's go get vaccinated, hopefully.
So I just received the Moderna COVID vaccine about 20 minutes ago now. I was gonna film an update like right when I got out, but somebody was sitting beside me talking on the phone, so I didn't feel comfortable with that. So I just waited till I got home because I don't live that far away from the site where I got my vaccine. And honestly, this is the least my arm has hurt after a vaccine like ever. I have full range of motion. I know the last flu vaccine I got, I was stopping here because it was painful, but I got full range of motion. I'll go ahead and show you. I got it in my left arm because my right's dominant. There's, no reaction or anything. So, I got the first dose of the vaccine. I elected to get it, and I am so excited. So what happened was my employer emailed us last week and asked us if we wanted to be put on the list for the vaccine, and if we did, just reply with our name. So I did that, and then I got an email Monday saying that we would be able to get the vaccine either Wednesday or Thursday. But because of my job title, nobody really knew if I was first priority or second priority. So I just kind of signed up and crossed my fingers, hoping that they, accepted it. And so I made the appointment, and then my appointment was actually at 9:30, and I got my vaccine by I think 9:40, and then I had to sit and wait for 15 minutes, and then I was ready to go. So it was a really quick process, definitely quicker than what it would take if I were to have made an appointment at my doctor's office to get a vaccination, because I have done that in the past just for vaccines. And I am a firm believer in vaccines. So yeah, and so what happened was we walked in and they asked me for my work ID, but they didn't ask anybody else. I guess that's probably because they didn't actually believe that I'm old enough to work, because that happens a lot. And then they asked for my name to make sure I was on the list, and then we waited in line, and then we went to give somebody our ID so they could scan it, and then we got a return appointment card. And then we went to a station where they asked us questions like if we were allergic to anything, if we'd had COVID-19, if we'd had the vaccine, if we're pregnant or breastfeeding, and if we're over 16 years old. And I think there were some other questions in there too, but I can't really remember. Just easy questions to answer. And then we went to get our vaccine, and then waited 15 minutes, and then we were ready to go. We did get some information on how to report if we have any side effects, and then I think we were given information on the app so that we could record any of our side effects that we have. So I wanted to make this video to inform you about what my side effects are, like whatever I experience. I did watch some videos like this last night, and it really helped me and put my mind at ease. And what I found was with the first vaccine, not a lot of people have reactions to it, but then the second vaccine, that's when you start getting those immune response reactions, which, those are good. They mean that, your immune system is working and everything's fine. So with that, it's, fever, chills, muscle ache, fatigue, pain or swelling at the injection site, headaches, nausea, things like that. And so I am a little slightly more nervous for the second vaccine. I'm nervous when a needle's coming at me anyways. I can watch other people get shots or IVs or whatever all day long, but when it's myself, I get a little lightheaded. It was under 30 degrees today, and I didn't even wear a coat because I was already just sweating. And I had to pull my hair up, and it's a mess. I'm a mess today because I was running a little late, but we survived. I'm very well researched in this vaccine. I do understand that the mRNA vaccine is new, but what most people don't know is that this has been studied for a really long time. They didn't just push out a brand new thought in 10 months. This is something that somebody thought about a long time ago and what they've been researching and working on and things like that. But then when the COVID-19 vaccine, or when the COVID-19 pandemic started, that's when they started to gear this mRNA vaccine towards COVID-19. And I personally think that any effects that I may have with the vaccine is going to be way better than any effect COVID-19 could have on me. I was born with a collapsed lung, so if I have any fluid buildup around my lungs, or if I have to be placed on a ventilator, my lung has more is more likely to collapse again. So that's something that I'm scared of. I also do not want to pass the illness on to any of my loved ones, or really anyone that I could pass it along to. I do not work with the elderly. I don't really work with the public per se, but I do work with some people that could be immunocompromised and things like that. So I really want to protect them and protect the people in my life. So that's why I decided to get the vaccine. And I feel like I'm a good candidate for the vaccine because of my occupation and because I haven't had any reactions to any vaccines in the past. And with any vaccine, medical procedure, medicine, anything like that, there are dangers to it, side effects that you need to take into account. And usually we get to talk to our doctors about this and let our doctors make the decision for the most part. But with this, we really have to make the decision on our own if we want to take this vaccine or not. And I do understand that there are many people opposed to the vaccine. And I'm not trying to talk anyone into taking the vaccine. I just want to share my thoughts and my opinion on it. But I do have one of the sheets from the vaccination site today, and they did give us information on the Countermeasures Injury Compensation Program, which is a federal program that may help pay for cost of medical care and other specific expenses for people who have been seriously injured by certain medicines or vaccines. So that's something I know a lot of people are like, hey, if we get hurt by this, nobody's gonna help us. But they did give us information on that. I don't know if it's really important or not, but I thought I'd share because I have seen a lot of people say stuff like that. I have seen people say some really mean things. But again, this is my opinion. I fully went into this with my eyes open. Like, I did my research. Nobody forced me into it. I wanted this vaccine. I want to protect myself, my family, my loved ones, and that's why I got the vaccine. There's no other reason. I believe in science. I believe in modern medicine. I believe that this vaccine is going to help people, and it may not eradicate COVID-19. It may not prevent us from getting it, but I still believe it's gonna help. I have hope, and I think that's really all I need right now. I have hope that this is the beginning of the end of the pandemic, because I really cannot handle another year of this. Like, I can't. I need life to go back to normal. And I know it's still going to be a while before it does. But hopefully it's not going to be a whole nother year. Okay. Hi everyone, it's about 1:30 the next day. Sorry I haven't updated very much, but I've been extremely busy. This morning I had to have my surveillance COVID test, and then I had my lab, and now we have a pretty big snowstorm, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do my internship and get home. So yeah, I had to move my car to the parking garage because of the storm. But I just wanted to say, the only thing I've experienced is pain in my arm. I think my arm was a tiny bit swollen, but nothing of note. So yeah, and if I do have any other side effects, I'll let you know. Oh, and my hair's a mess because for my lab I have to wear it up and put it in a hat. So it's just, I don't even know what it's doing, and plus it was snowing when I was walking to class, and it's just, yay. I'm not made for the snow. So it's now 2:43. I'm at my internship right now, so I am not feeling good. I have a migraine, I think, and I feel like I'm not really here, like just disassociated. yeah, I got really, really dizzy. So yeah, not really doing well. I feel like maybe if I just had a nap. Oh no. Kind of feel a little nauseous too because I'm dizzy, but. Whew. Hi everyone, so I just wanted to end this video a little better than I would have ended. I've had a crazy past few days, so yeah, it is now Saturday, so 3 days after I got the vaccine. Thursday was pretty difficult for me, but I just felt kind of off all day. I didn't necessarily feel bad, just off. I was, very discombobulated, and it was pretty difficult to pay attention and understand the work that I was doing and things like that. I just felt like I wasn't really there. When I went to lab, I read the directions like 3 and 4 times because I just wasn't picking up on it. But then I woke, and then I had kind of a headache, and I felt a level of disassociation that I usually feel when I have a migraine. So I don't know if it was just a normal migraine for me or if it was because of the vaccine. But then I woke up on Friday and I was feeling my normal self again. I had my full range of motion back. There was a little tenderness left in my arm, but that was it. And would I take the vaccine again? Yes, I would. A million times, yes. My sister's getting married soon, and I just want to be there for her. I hope that if you're going to get the vaccine and you're a little worried about. So I hope this video helped you better understand the vaccine. I think I'm going to link some resources below so that you can do your own research and everything. And I hope you guys have a great week.